And here we go. Welcome to TikTok Live. Have fun interacting with your viewers in real time. Creators must be 18 or older to go live. Well, I can safely say that I am approaching 18 years old for the third time, so there's no problem there. Remember to create a safe viewing experience by following our community guidelines. And you know what that means, folks. It means, in particular, we're not supposed to say naughty words here on TikTok Live. And we are also never supposed to say bad things about TikTok's paid advertisers. Which is a shame because I've got a couple of things to get off my chest about the garbage being sold on the TikTok shop. But I might just do that anyway. Nonetheless, welcome to my kitchen here on this Saturday morning, just before noon, actually, here on the East Coast. And we are going to be making some peanut butter fudge. Or we're going to be attempting to make some peanut butter fudge. I say attempting because anybody who has made peanut butter fudge in particular knows that there is one problem with this recipe in general. A lot of times the peanut butter the fudge does not solidify. Oh, good grief. Stupid spammers here. Okay, I've got a set here to show that we do not want spammers on this channel. Okay, anyway, but as I was saying, let's get started here with 2 cups of sugar. And yes, I know my sugar has some lumps in it, but we'll have to live with that. And we're only supposed to add half a cup of milk. So, now as I just mentioned, the thing with peanut butter fudge is that it tends not to solidify properly. So I'm trying a recipe here that supposedly solves that. What we need to do is to slowly, and it's time to turn on the heat in fact. It'd certainly help if I had the heat on. Anyway, I have the heat just under half. But we're supposed to slowly stir this until it comes to a boil. And then we boil it for just a couple of minutes or so. That supposedly should allow the fudge to actually solidify when it is sitting in the refrigerator. Well, we'll find out. As I said, there are 2 cups of milk here. No, 2 cups of sugar, regular granulated sugar, and half a cup of milk. And it's really just a matter of stirring this until it until it boils. Yeah, and of course we have to stir it because it doesn't burn, so that it doesn't burn, because after all, milk and sugar are notorious for burning. But anyway, this is an enameled cast iron pot that is 2 quarts in size. These little heart-shaped pots have become rather popular over the last few years or so. So now all the big box stores are selling them. You can get these at Wally World, at Target, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Marshalls, whatever they call it these days. I've had this one for a few years now, and I got this one at Bed Bugs and Beyond. At that time, I paid $20 for it. My understanding is they're not really much more expensive than that. So, hello. Yeah, I packed fudge. Well, yeah, we're not going to be packing that kind of fudge today. Sorry. This is somewhat more family friendly. Partly because I've got to follow TikTok's community guidelines, which are very laughable, of course, needless to say. I think I'll give an example, in fact. Only a couple of days ago, as I was scrolling through TikTok, where 1 out of every 3 videos these days is a commercial, came across a commercial for this product being sold on the TikTok shop. It was a so-called laser pointer that was powerful enough to pop balloons. And this, quite frankly, is dangerous. A laser of that's that powerful means that if you do not have the protective eyewear when you are using that thing, you are almost guaranteed to end up with permanent blindness. Just simply looking at the part of the beam that's focused, that's that it's focused on its target can damage your eyes without protective gear. Never mind shining the laser into your eyes, which is also dangerous. Just simply looking at it can damage your eyes. So I reported that video to TikTok because it is selling dangerous goods. What are the odds that TikTok actually takes down that particular product, I wonder? Yeah, I don't think they're very good. Any laser will blind you. Well, yes, that's true. The laser pointers, of course, that they sell for you to play with your cat with, you still have to be careful with. And I have done that. And I have not blinded my cats, fortunately. But yes, that's only one example. I'm sure anybody can provide many more examples of some of the crap that they sell on the TikTok shop here. So, yeah, I definitely have a beef to pick with TikTok, as does everybody here, and TikTok Live. Especially now that I'm getting commercials from TikTok saying, oh, when I went on to TikTok Live, I made $15 million in a month. Uh-huh. You know what that means. First of all, you have to be well, let's just say a very attractive member of a certain gender. I don't want to get more specific than that, otherwise TikTok will block this video and make it adults only or something. But in addition to that, of course, you have to sell crap here. And I don't want to sell crappy products on YouTube, on TikTok Live. I want to have fun on TikTok. And just as important, what are the odds that your crappy products are going to make you like $1,000 or something a month here just by going on TikTok Live? Right. Yes, exactly. So, but anyway, sell your fudge. Well, my fudge actually is I'm just making a batch of it, partly to give to friends, but also I'm really doing this fudge largely to celebrate Black History Month, because, well, it's something worth celebrating. And I was inspired to do this by author Toni Morrison, whose books regularly appear on banned book lists. As you know, she is the author of things like, The Bluest Eye, and several other books like that. She did a children's book. She co-wrote it with another member of her family, a book for very young children. And the title of that book is Peanut Butter Fudge. And it's basically about just that. Kids and their nana, their grandma, who are putting together some peanut butter fudge for their mom before she comes home from work. And I was really struck by that book because, well, first of all, because their grandmother, they call her Nana. And I had a Nana who I miss. I will always miss my Nana. And for that matter, my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, they have just had another grandkid. And and to their grandkids, they call themselves Nana and Pepe. So, considering that, I have ordered a copy of Toni Morrison's Peanut Butter Fudge, and I am going to be giving it to her this month, my sister-in-law. I'm sure they'll enjoy that. But anyway, that's one reason why I was interested in making some peanut butter fudge this morning. Because, I thought it would be a nice thing to do. So, yeah, sell your fudge. Oh, yeah, okay. Also what? I was going to say something. Oh, yeah, also, there's another thing about peanut butter fudge. In particular, peanut butter fudge. Those of anybody here who has made peanut butter fudge know peanut butter fudge is not an easy recipe to make. It only has like about 4 ingredients, yes, but there's one problem with it, as you know. It's very difficult to actually get the fudge to solidify as it's cooling off in the fridge. I think it's because of the quality or consistency of the peanut butter. Because you can make other kinds of fudge, chocolate fudge, vanilla fudge, and yeah, that will easily harden and become good fudge. Peanut butter fudge, it's much more difficult. Most of the time, even after being in the fridge for hours at a time, you still end up with a tray full of peanut butter goop, which is delicious, yes, but you have to eat it with a spoon because it simply does not solidify. So that's why I'm using this method right here that was suggested in the recipe that I'm following here. I'll say again, I have mixed together 2 cups of sugar, regular granulated sugar, and only half a cup of milk. And I'm bringing this to a boil. We're going to boil this for a couple of minutes before we take it off the heat, and then we add the other ingredients, namely a little bit of vanilla extract and, of course, peanut butter. So anyway, hello again to everybody who has been kind enough to stop by here. I know most of you are just scrolling by on TikTok Live, seeing whatever catches your interest. I hope this catches your interest, because I'm here to have fun. It's probably, it looks like it's already starting to boil. That actually didn't take very long. I better turn down the heat so that we don't overdo it. Anyway, boiling this is, again, supposed to give it the right consistency. So, yay, it is now boiling. Let's just keep boiling it for maybe about another minute or so, then I will turn off the heat. Since this is a cast iron pan, I will have to move it off the heat. I have a dish already prepared with parchment paper, so that when this is done, when everything is mixed in and properly melted, all we'll need to do is to pour it into that dish, lined with parchment paper, and then we will chill it in the fridge. So this is not going to take much longer here. So thank you to everybody who's been kind enough to show up. I made 4 attempts to go live on YouTube this morning to do this, but my connection to YouTube, for some reason, has just not worked. So I've had to go here on TikTok, where I've already given my opinion of TikTok Live. Nonetheless, I still enjoy making videos on TikTok. Boiling, yes, exactly. Okay, I'd say I've probably talked enough, in fact. So let's actually move this over to the next burner here. Move this cover out of the way. Oops, it's hot. There we go. Turn off. There we go. Move it over here. And now that we've done that, time to mix in the rest of it. Which means get to throw in a little bit of vanilla extract. I use homemade vanilla extract, that's why it has that container. Whoa! Oh, that's interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Since the vanilla extract is really just alcohol, with vanilla beans, used to extract the essence of the vanilla beans, I guess it probably reacted with the melted sugar. Since there was no water in that, I was not expecting that reaction. Nonetheless, now that we've done that, it's time for the last ingredient, namely peanut butter. And yeah, this is a brand new jar. So, and I just realized I forgot to get out my measuring cup. Where the heck is it? Okay, oh, there it is. Sitting right here on the counter where I got it. Shit. Alright, here is a 3/4 cup, but I think this is actually too big, so I'm going to have to do this the hard way. 1/4 cup at a time. That means 3 of these. Here's 1. Come on, you know what. Here comes 2. I should probably actually have used a different used a knife or a different or a different ladle. Duh. What a concept. If it looks like I'm not a professional chef, guess what? You're right. I make regular mistakes like this all the time. Anyway, there's 2. Now comes 3. Here we are. Alright, now I'm just going to have to lick the rest of it off of here once the video is over. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's get this out of the way. And the peanut butter as well. And let's stir it all up. Since this is still very hot, yeah, this peanut butter is definitely melting, and this is not going to take long. I hope it works, though. As I said, I'm going to have to chill this in the fridge for a few hours. Well, we can only see. Right now, all I have to do is just, get everything melted and stirred around. Anyway, so once again, hello to the folks here who have been kind enough to show up, where we are probably close to the end of making some peanut butter fudge, which consists entirely of peanut butter, sugar, some milk, and a little bit of vanilla extract. There's no chocolate in this one because I'm basing this on a recipe by famed author Toni Morrison, who, as folks should know, her books have regularly appeared on banned book lists. And so, especially since this is Black History Month, that seemed like as good an excuse as any to make some peanut butter fudge. And I think we're about ready, in fact, for the last step. So let me see if I can get this over here. Oh yeah, that's right, that's not hot. So I can move this over. Have a little dish, a metal dish, that I greased so that the parchment paper would stick. Oh, this is still hot. I'm gonna have to get out a glove. And now, as they say on Rick and Morty, away we go. There we go. It's also not going to be hard to wash off this enameled pan, even though some of the sugar is sticking to the side. It's just sugar, so hot water will easily melt it. Oh, great. Got some on the handle. Oh well. Just do what we have to. So yeah, here's the part where you get to lick the spoon. Down. Get out that knife again. Get the rest of this in. Spread it out as best I can anyway. There we go. It also doesn't make very much, but that's good because, that means it doesn't cost very much either. Besides, the cost of peanut butter has skyrocketed recently, I found out. Phew. Okay. So with that, we turn our attention to the fridge. In it goes. All right, to settle. Yay. Dip your measuring spoon in some olive oil. Yeah, that's not a bad plan. I will have to remember that next time. Thank you for the advice. But there we go. Other than that, as I said, gosh darn it, I'm just going to have to lick the spoon now. What a shame. Nom, nom, nom. Anyway, in a few hours, I will find out, and better get some of this peanut butter off the side here, too. Nom, nom, nom. In a few hours, I will find out if this has solidified into fudge. If it does, I will let everybody know, because I will edit this live video down into a 1-minute TikTok video. And then we'll get to see the results. So thank you, everybody, for stopping by here. Thank you for seeing my attempt at making peanut butter fudge. I will know later on if it's successful. And have a good morning, everybody. Enjoy your Saturday.